Hey, fasting family, it's Jonathan here checking in. Today is Thursday, June 17th. It is day 229 of my 3-year challenge to lose 300 pounds. If this is your first time checking out my video, a little bit about me and my challenge. I'm 39 years old. I've been overweight my whole adult life or my whole life, not just my adult life. My whole life I've been overweight. And this past year, for about 2 years, I was at the heaviest I had ever gotten, which was 520 pounds. I decided that I needed to do something about that because if I didn't, then I was going to start having some health issues start popping up. I mean, I already had the skin on my legs and just overall well-being getting around. Um, so that's when I decided to start this challenge, and I started on November 1st of 2020. I started with a 30-day water fast that I ended up extending to a 42-day 1,000-hour water fast. After that, I switched to a whole food plant-based diet with no added salt, oil, or sugar. I am getting alerts on my computer that I am having issues here. Let me know if the stream is messing up with you guys, and I'm gonna do this too. Oh, too much. All right. So, you're not receiving. I'm not sure. So hopefully it is working for you guys. Carrie's checking in saying hi. Hi, Carrie. I hope everything's going good at home today. Seems okay so far. Okay, well, we'll keep going on and see if anything happens. So I started the fast. I did that. I switched to a whole food plant-based diet. I have lost a total of 182.8 pounds so far, and it has been awesome to lose this much weight so far. I feel amazing. It's, everything is just easier to do. Putting my shoes on, going to the bathroom, driving around, helping with the kids, everything has improved because of my weight loss so far. So since yesterday, not a whole lot to update with, really. I still have not been able to do like a hard keep my heart rate up kind of workout. I had mentioned that I've been working on developing a system in my swimming pool to swim against, and I was working on that last night some more. I mean, I have it to a point where I can like kick swim against it and it'll keep me away, but once I start using my arms, it doesn't push enough water to keep me back. But I did spend a good portion of time practicing doing just kicking in the water. It was kind of nice. I was able to just like lay on my back and just kick, like a constant kick for a while, trying to get my heart rate up and to just get used to kicking. And then I did a little bit where I got onto my belly and just kind of practice breathing and just kind of use my arms to push myself up vertically as opposed to forward, to practice a little bit of breathing just to get used to being in the water, and trying to breathe while doing a bunch of activity, or trying to swim, because like when I play with the kids, I might get in a position where I don't get a chance to breathe for a little bit, or I suck a little bit of water in, but then I'm able to just kind of put my feet down, stand there, and kind of catch my breath. Whereas with this open water swim, I don't believe that that'll be the case. And I'm going to want to try to swim consistently too, and not stop and try to catch my breath. I imagine I could tread water and take my time, but that's not the point. So it was nice to get a little bit of practice in the water, got my heart rate up some, but not for the length of time that I probably need to. I constantly swam against the current for probably 7, maybe 10 minutes. Uh, and so, the swim itself will take me longer than that, I imagine. But I may try to get up to, just pay for a day pass at like the Y just to swim the distance to see how long it takes me to swim it. And then I can kind of gauge that at my house as well. So I can know, if it took me 20 minutes to swim that distance at a public pool, then if I get, my thing set up at the house and swim against that for 20 minutes, it should be a similar kind of distance. And so, yeah, that was kind of how I spent a good chunk of my evening last night, was just messing with that, swimming against that. I probably had too much mango. I love that mango that we get. And, I had a bunch of that last night, but it is, but yeah, so that was about all I did last night, was eat mango and watch the next episode of the Loki TV series on Disney Plus, and then swam in the swimming pool as well. I might have done them in a different order, and eating mango throughout. That was it. But so yeah, I had a good evening hanging out at the house, was able to get some swimming in. I need to get out and run. It is getting hotter again here. We actually had a nice temperature break for the last few days, so it probably would have been in my best interest to get out while the weather was down, because it looks like it's back up over 90 degrees. The sweat box that is my office is not awful right now. Oh, there it is. I'm looking for my thing that shows me the room temperature. Yeah, so it's like 80 degrees in here. So I'm about used to being that temperature. Well, it's where I'm at. I have cold air blowing at me, so it's not quite 80 here, but on the other side of the desk here, I'm sure it's not as comfortable as it is on this side. But great news. The AC company got the part in, and the guy showed up and replaced it, and it didn't fix it. So that's super that happened today. So I got to figure out what to do about fixing the system. Apparently he's having a hard time sourcing parts, and what they think it might be now is not cheap to do. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might get to spend a lot of money fixing and putting a new system in, or a new type of system in, because we're having issues with this. So that's cool. If this portable thing holds up the way it is right now at 90 degrees, Carrie says, go with it, make it a sweat lodge. Yeah, I mean, it's I could cut it off, and I bet I would be just, my whole head would be wet in about 10 minutes if I cut it off, because it is it's saving me, I suppose, the way it is now. But yeah, let me see. The book I've been reading, I did not get a chance to read or listen to any more of that. There was some podcasts that I wanted to listen to that were not diet related that I did listen to, so I will go back to listening to the plant-based athlete. And like in the book so far, they're just kind of getting into the protein issue right now, and then they'll talk about the what carbohydrates and what fats you can eat. And I think that there's a lot about diet regimen and macros and micronutrients, or micro and macro nutrients, density of food and things like that. So I am looking forward to um, continuing on with the book. Right. So, like I said, I don't have a whole lot. We had, I guess one of the things that I've been thinking about doing is I have been eating pretty much whatever I want or however much, I want of foods without doing much in the way of counting calories or recording what I'm eating. And I'm having moderate success. But one of the things that kind of seems to be happening is that on Wednesdays, uh, I eat regularly at home, and then I come to work and I see kind of what I'm weighing, and from there I kind of gauge whether or not I feel like I can eat on Wednesday or not. And just depending on, like, because I'd like to lose weight, but it has really come to that I've been just not eating most Wednesdays so that I am close to having a weight loss, or I have a weight loss. And uh, even with Carrie says, no, I really love not counting anything. No, and I'm not looking to count anything. But what essentially, like I said, is happening is on Wednesdays, I feel like I'm fasting most of the day anyways. And so I think I'm going to, on Tuesday evenings after I stream, I'll go home and I'll eat, and then I'm going to just fast until the next weigh-in, just water fast until the weigh-in. Because I've been doing it mostly anyways. And many of the times, if I wouldn't have had breakfast, I probably would have had a pound or two weight loss. And then I feel like I eat as much, like I don't feel like I'm going to eat more Wednesday night because I'm already eating a lot, because I come home and I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten all day. And so I try to make up for not eating all day. And so if I don't eat breakfast and I come home and I'd be like, I haven't eaten all day, I think I'm going to eat about the same amount because my stomach is not, Carrie says, whoo. Yeah. And so I'm going to incorporate like a 23-hour or 24-hour fast once a week, and do that Tuesday evening. Just have a regular dinner and then stop after that, so that, oh, excuse me, I'm burping a lot. So that I have like 22 to 23 hours fasted. And also, like Carrie always likes to weigh in first thing in the morning right after she's gone to the bathroom. I feel like if I don't eat anything all day, then it's kind of like making sure that I'm kind of as light as I could potentially be. And so I'm going to add that starting next Tuesday if I remember. But I'm pretty, it's been something I've been thinking about for the last couple weeks anyways, because I really like to show a weight loss. Carrie says, heck yeah, about the weighing in first thing in the morning after you go to the bathroom, just to make sure that you are at your lowest potential weight that you can be at. So that's really about all that's new. Let me see if I had any other thing in my notes here. I don't. Just that yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here for today. It's gonna be a quick one. The Tuesday, Thursday seem to be kind of, I have less to talk about as far as things going on. And so I just wanted to do another check-in, let you guys know things are going great with the diet. We had leftover food from the night before. It was the potato curry, but it was the no hurry curry by Well Your World. Extremely spicy, but so good. And then I had Ezekiel bread, and I think I had some shredded wheat with raisins. It had been a little bit since I had all of the ingredients. I really like shredded wheat with raisins and West soy unflavored milk. And it had been a little bit since I had that, so that was nice to have that as well. And then I think I also had steel cut oats, since I had a lot of oats since the last stream. And the steel cut oats, again, really just a great texture, and they're I like the eating them. Overall, I enjoy them. But I am going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for checking out the stream today. If you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon so you get notified when I go live, which is 4 p.m. on weekdays. I will be back on tomorrow. And I don't know. I think I got a busy day watching the kids Saturday afternoon. Carrie might take the girls to the wedding shower, right? Is that what it is? But I doubt that happens. So we'll have a busy weekend with the kids. I hope you guys all have a good evening. I will see you tomorrow. If you haven't started your diet, get started right now. There's no reason to wait. You will thank yourself later that you got started now. Everybody have, I'm watching 4 kids. No! All right. That's okay. It's easy. I don't know why you complain about it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go home and get my butt kicked. You guys all have a good evening.